Hello everyone, welcome to X Ganit. So in the first episode of trigonometry, we are going to solve this problem which says that we need to solve for x. From where we need to solve from x? From the given equation that is given to us. The equation that is given to us is 81 to the power of sin square x plus 81 to the power of cos square x is equal to 30. And it is given that x ranges between 0 to pi. Now let's see how we can solve it. Okay. Now hopping on to the most awaited part, that is the solution. So we have written that what is given to us, that is 81 to the power of sin square x plus 81 to the power of cos square x is equal to 30. Now if you see minutely, we see that the powers are different. One power is sin square x and one power is cos square x. So we cannot solve it further if the two powers are different. So our aim is to simplify the power and get it to 1. That is, either we can convert sine to cos or we can convert cos to sine, so that in the equation all the powers come into either sine or either cos. So what we are doing is we are converting cos to sine. Now in class 10 we have studied the trigonometric identity that is known as sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So we can know that cos square x is equal to 1 minus sin square x. Now we are substituting the value of cos square x here. That is cos square x, we are writing it as 1 minus sin square x. Now if you see, we have sine here, we have sine here. That is, in this whole equation, in the power, we have the same term sin square x. Okay. So it can be written as 81 sin square x plus 81 divided by 81 sin square x is equal to 30. Now 81 sin square x is a very huge term and we have to write it every time. So we are taking it in a different variable, that is y. So we are replacing this whole term with y. So this equation is actually y plus 81 by y is equal to 30. Okay. Now simplifying this equation, we get y minus 27 into y minus 3 is equal to 0. So since product of two terms is equal to 0, then either first term is equal to 0 or the second term is equal to 0. So if y minus 27 is equal to 0, what do we have? So if y minus 27 is equal to 0, then y is equal to 27, right? Now y was 81 to the power of sin square x. So replacing the value of y with 81 to the power of sin square x, we have this line, right? Now 81 can be written as 3 to the power of 4. So the left hand side is 3 to the power of 4. In the power we again have a sin square x. So this whole thing is 3 to the power of 4 sin square x, right? Now since this can be written in the power of 3 to the power something, so we are trying to write 27 as 3 to the power of something. So 27 is actually 3 to the power of 3. So we see that we have the base as 3, both sides, on the left as well as on the right. And since 3 is a non-zero number, so we can equate the powers. On equating the powers, we have 4 sin square x is equal to 3. So sin square x is equal to 3 divided by 4. Now 3 by 4 can be written as root 3 by 2 whole square. Why are we doing that? Because we know that sin pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. That means try to solve the problems with the things that we know. So since we know that root 3 by 2 is actually sin pi by 3, so we are writing it this as sin square x as it was, and root 3 by 2 whole square can be written as sin square pi by 3. So the value of x is n pi plus minus pi by 3, where n is a integer. Okay, now if y minus 3 is equal to 0, so I am writing it here. So okay, so if y minus 3 is equal to 0, we have y is equal to 3. Y was 81 to the power of sin square x is equal to 3, right? Now as we have written before, this is 3 to the power of sin 3 to the power of 4 sine square x is equal to 3. Okay, so this is a power of 1. So 3 to the power of 1. So since the base is 3 and a non-zero number, so we would be having, by equating the powers, as 4 sine square x is equal to 1. That is, sine square x is equal to 1 by 4. That is half square. Now we know that sine pi by 6 is equal to half. So we can write it as sine square x is equal to sine square pi by 6. Hence we have x is equal to n pi plus minus pi by 6, where n belongs to the set of all integers. So what are the values of x? The values of x are x is equal to n pi plus minus pi by 3, where n belongs to set of all integers, and x is equal to n pi plus minus pi by 6, where n belongs to the set of all integers. Thank you.